Brought to you by TaylorMade Golf, the Paso Robles Golf Club, Slick Sticks, your key to better golf, McPhee's Grill of Templeton, dedicated to great food and great service, McGowie Health Group, expect something different, and Nikki Anderson, Realtor. And now the hosts of Golf Talk Radio, Mike and Billy.
Realtor.
It's
Realtor, right?
Realtor.
Not Realtor.
It's not Realtor.
It's Realtor.
Realtor.
Like a Realtor in your pants.
Uh-huh.
Very
Speaking of Nikki Anderson, Realtor and
Yes.
Broker Associate, you are a sponsor of this program.
I am
And
a sponsor of this
So
program.
what's your real estate update for the week?
A Realtor tip.
I'll tell you, my real estate update for the week is interest rates are going up. So if you're thinking about buying,
Do it.
you better move it now.
Move it now?
Before you're going to be sorry.
Yeah, but I just
later.
lost all my money in the stock market the last 2
Bummer.
days.
Sorry.
Yeah, but think of where it was.
Just kidding, man.
Yeah.
But not if you bought at the beginning of the year.
No.
You've lost if you bought at the beginning
Yeah,
of the year.
but if
You bought it 5 years
But
ago,
at your
you're right.
age,
I'm an old foursome.
Yeah.
I'm an old fat foursome right
you've
now.
been investing for a long time. So it
I
wasn't
have been.
14,000. It went up to
It was
26,
at
28,000.
It was at 9,000.
Right, and then so I don't think you've lost everything you gained, right?
Sit tight, Billy. Sit tight.
Sit tight.
Don't sell.
Is that? Don't sell. I'm not selling.
But I wanted to give props to Nikki for being not only a GTR producer but a partner to the show. We really appreciate that. And Nikki, how did they get a hold of you?
805-235-3327.
Sold.
Sold.
I was told if you're on the radio and every commercial, you should say the phone number at least twice.
805-235-3327. Give me a call.
What was that number again?
It's 805-235-3327.
Awesome. See, because people are trying to jot that down.
Yeah.
Can't they just Google your name?
Yes.
Is it Realtor or not Realtor?
Realtor.
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 No A.
It's not.
No A.
It's not real. It's Realtor.
There's no A.
Realtor.
Not Realtor.
Yeah.
It's Realtor.
Yeah.
Right, Realtor. People want to say realtor.
So is that the first thing you learn when you do? You go. Get your license.
It's not the first thing.
But it's in there.
But it's quick.
Hey guys, guess what?
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 We've got the ultimate double bogey on the line.
Ultimate double bogey. Are you? You got to give him since he's. I don't know if he's been listening, so you got to give him some background on this.
Yeah. So Dave, we were sent a what is your golfing nickname? And so
you can tell him. You can tell him mine.
Yeah,
first.
your first letter in your name, obviously D, so that's ultimate for your first name, and your last name being Shamandel, double bogey.
So Dave, you should be happy. Guess what mine is? Tell him.
How does Shamandel become bogey?
Double bogey.
Double bogey.
Not bogey, man.
They're not letting you off.
Guess what I am, Dave? I am.
Oh, God, I hate to think of it.
I am a fat foursome. That's me. And
Billy, I'd object if I were you.
I know. Mike looked down at the sheet, started laughing before he said my name. Nikki is. Are you this?
Moaning slicer.
She's the moaning slicer.
Well, actually,
Yeah. Not too
never
far.
mind.
Not too far from true. And
Nice.
And Mike's some kind of Chris Chipper or something. What are you?
I'm the useless.
You useless chipper.
Useless.
Yeah.
Where did you get these?
Yeah.
We had a listener emailed it to me, and in my haste, I printed it out on the way to the show this morning. I thought, this would be cool to share, and I looked at a couple of names. I thought, that's not bad. And then I got in here, and I'm ready to say Billy's name, and of course, the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth is fat. And I know he's going to think I did it on purpose.
I know, he did.
And I did not.
So I decided to be clever and go, my real name's William. Check that one out. Now I'm the old foursome. So that helped a lot.
Old fat foursome.
That's me. I'm the old fat foursome. Love that sheet, Mike. You got to, bring that's awesome.
And for the listeners, because we had a bunch of people that are direct messaging us, I'm going to post it on our Facebook page, Golf Talk Radio, Mike and Billy. Put it on Mike Brabenick's page. I don't know if Billy wants it on his page or not. Probably not. So I'm not going to.
I'm over it.
Are you over?
I'm over it. I just did some crunches and a few.
Trying to be considerate.
I did a couple crunches, feeling good. I'm better now, man.
Okay. I'm just.
All that long drive work.
I feel
you've been doing.
bad. I do.
If you could lose weight while you're driving, I'd be so skinny right now.
It's you need a
One of them things going on.
no. You need a plastic tube.
Thanks.
Great.
That sucks out
What
fat.
does that mean?
While you're driving.
It's great, Mike. Thanks.
No, while you're driving, you're just going to drink a whole bunch of water, and you just have the tube hooked up, and you just put it out the window and
Siphon.
kind of tighten the window a little bit and let the tube hang out the window.
That's not going to lose weight.
If you're driving 1,400 miles, if you're driving 1,400 miles and you're not eating anything
I didn't eat much.
and you're drinking water, it's going to flush your system.
That's okay. Thanks, man. I'll keep that in mind for my next drive.
God.
Jeez.
Well, I'll tell you.
Welcome to the show,
Back
Doug.
in the day, we used to travel in a van, and
Down
we
by
didn't
the
like
river.
pulling over, and yeah, they had a sliding door on the side that, those plastic tubes come in handy.
Was it horse drawn back then?
They were stallions.
Okay.
Gosh.
This show's good. It's a tough show today. Man.
It is
Yeah.
a tough show. First hour is really
First hour was great. Well, now it's going to get better because Dave's on. So what's happening, Dave? What's going on in the world? The rain is subsided, so you guys must be really busy right now.
Man, oh man, that rain was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Well needed. And,
Everything's green and young, and
well, not me.
I went out and stood in it for a while because I remember my father always saying, when the rain comes, everything gets young and fresh, and so I gave it a shot.
How'd that
Didn't
go?
work.
Hey, at least you gave it a shot, man. That's awesome. I drove by, of course, yesterday, and there's a pop-up tent, some company going on. What's happening over there? Are you there, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Monarch has a couple of fitting days there by appointment only, but I'm sure you could still get in if you called over at the course. They've got, let's see, PXG, which is kind of a biggie, and Titleist, I believe.
Yeah, 'cause I drove looking for you, but I couldn't twist my neck far enough, but I thought it might be you there doing one of your things, but it did look busy. There were people all around, they're getting out after the rain, so.
Did it look like a pretty good turnout?
Yeah, I mean, I was just a quick glance, and I said maybe that's Dave, and I thought immediately
good.
that's got to be Dave, and I was zipping by, and so, but it is nice to see a lot of action, and Mike, I'm sure of course, well, Mike had a little water issue up there, so you got a nice
You
lake.
know what was really cool though?
Cool pictures.
It number 10 at Paso. There's a pond down there, so it's the low point. So all the water came down into the pond, and it went across the front of the fairway in front of the green. Well, there have been people who said, it'd be really cool at hole number 10 at Paso if you extended the pond and put it so it wraps around the front of the green. And it's already a long par 4.
Yeah, because that hole's not hard enough as
but
it is.
You could make it a par 5 if you did that.
Absolutely.
And
Be like the 15 in Augusta.
Yeah, and it was just ironic that the storm did that. The water went out of the pond and just across the fairway. Now it's all receded. It's fine.
Actually, it'd be a lot like 15 in Augusta.
Yeah, and
hit up the hill and then it's down to the hill over
I
the
was
pond.
closing the course on Thursday night, and I have to close the gate right there, and I go, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I mean, it's
Yeah.
absolutely
Picture was
amazing.
It was nice pictures.
And,
Sorry, David, but
no, but
it just reminded me of the rain and
Well, the 4 inches of rain in like a day and a half. That's what it'll do. But yeah, it's all good now. But it was cool to be able to see number 10 at Paso
so
with
now
water in front of
now
it.
you have a visual.
Oh yeah, the visual was amazing.
So you're gonna get the backhoe out now?
I don't know. I don't know if I can talk Mike into that or not.
It'd be a great par 5. I mean, it's a really good par 4 now.
It would be a great par.
It'd be a
5.
wonderful par 5 because it's risk reward.
Par 5 already.
Because I almost have to run it on that right side
Right.
nowadays because you used to be able to get it all the way over there, but you're hitting 4 irons and stuff into that green.
It'd be a
really
par
good
5.
par 5 because then you have that choice to lay it up or not, and you got to carry it. That'd be awesome.
Hey Dave, I was going to ask you on grips, the golf prides that make like the four, what do they call them? They're the grips
Plus 4?
+4s.
The
What's
non-taper?
yeah? What's the biggest benefit to a golfer when we say non-taper, where the grip doesn't thin out down at the bottom of the grip? Why would somebody want a non-taper grip?
The grips have tapered forever, and the biggest reason for it is because the shafts have a taper in them, and they used to wrap leather around the shaft, so it naturally tapered. That just became the norm, and as years went by, people experimented putting little racks of tape on the bottom, under the bottom hand to build that up to lessen the taper. I used to do it a lot with the long drive guys. And it seems like it makes your hands a little more active, and you can release the club a little better. Almost the same idea as the Super Stroke grips, where you get the same amount of pressure in both hands instead of just the top hand. now that and golf is becoming more of a two-handed sport instead of a one-handed sport, which it was always preached as being.
That's funny because my brain would say that the bigger the lower the grip, there would be less release.
That's what I thought too.
So I must be wrong because having a smaller portion in your bottom hand, it's easier to turn it over than something fatter. That's my logic. Obviously, I'm wrong. So, Dave, I wanted to.
Well, it absolutely makes sense, Billy, because what we do to try to lessen the hook is go to a bigger grip to slow down your release. But I don't know exactly the physics behind it, but I guess it's if you can get it up to the same size as with both hands, it would make both hands work together a little better.
That makes sense. Dave, I wanted to thank you. Dave was kind enough a couple weeks back to we mimicked Hogan's set of golf clubs. Now Hogan had he put a clothes hanger piece, wire hanger under his grip,
like a rib.
Yeah. Actually, we found out it's at the 530 position, Dave. So I went over to a PGA Superstore and had him tweak it and move him down a little bit. But it's and we put the same cord grips that Hogan played with and irons that old McGregor irons, huh, Dave? So Dave was kind enough to build 4 of those for me to give to a friend. And Dave, he loved them. That was awesome. He's so hard to hook those clubs, I can tell you that.
Those were unhookable. Of course, those were tough to get in the air, too.
So, yeah, they were tough. You should have seen the poor guy that had to try to blow the grip off so he could move the wire down lower. And he literally had bleeding hands because he didn't have gloves, and he's trying to. Those cord grips just ripped his hands up like sandpaper.
So you guys actually, you actually made him.
Dave did, yeah. I went over to Dave.
Did you hit him?
No, I'm left-handed. I couldn't hit him. So, but
who hit him?
Eric Clark.
And you said, "Thank goodness." Huh?
Yeah, but Eric Clark, because Hogan put the rib under in such a way where he locked his bottom finger into it, where he couldn't turn it over, and so he wouldn't. He snapped hooked it. Hogan, everybody thought Hogan was
right.
He struggled at first,
right,
and couldn't get rid of the snap hooks, and everybody says he dug it out of the ground. He worked so hard in the swing. He actually tweaked his golf clubs 5 degrees flat, and he put this reminder rib, so his hands are in a really weak position. Very strange grip, but he couldn't hook it, and he can just rip as hard as he wants and use his lower body for leverage.
5 degrees flat.
And you should see where the rib is. So, so people who... So
did Eric.
And you moved it up higher than where I had it?
Down low, it went to lower position, so it was even made the top hand even more, weak, if you will. So, you had it...
You say I had it at 5:30 and not 4:30?
You had it at 4:30, and it went down to almost 6 o'clock. So the rib was right under the club, so his hand was way up top.
Wow, that's insane.
So, it was pretty fun watching him try to hit it. And they're same old irons that Hogan played with before he played with Hogan clubs. So you don't start off playing with your own clubs. He earned those. But anyways, Dave, thank you. Very huge. And you're a master of what you did. You're a master. It's pretty cool.
Actually, it was kind of fun to do. I thought I had those just about perfect. I've never done that before, but I was looking at the clock up on my wall and saying, okay, 4:30 is about there.
Well, you did have it perfect because that's what we were told. And then he did some more research and found out it wasn't for you. Eric actually talked to the guy that built the clubs, or knew a guy that built the clubs back then actually for him, and it was actually at the 5:30 position, not the 4:30. So you did exactly what you were.
So Hogan did it during daylight savings time.
Exactly. And also, as the shaft tapers, as you mentioned, the wire would actually turn to even weaker. I mean, even stronger. So you had to go with the roll to keep it in that position. You know what I mean? So the wire wasn't straight down the shaft because it tapered and kind of snaked. So
actually, that was tough to do. It was kind of fun doing it. It wasn't just slapping on grips or doing a reshaft or something. It was had to actually think about that one. It was kind of a busy day. I'd do a reshaft and then go mess around with a grip or two, and had to concentrate on that one. That was a lot of fun.
There were 2 other professionals, both major winners, that actually tweaked their club to enhance their performance, not just their swings. I mean, major tweaks. Who were they? 2.
Oh, jeez.
To enhance their swing?
To enhance their game. Who's that? And it changed.
I'm sorry.
It changed the bend. It changed the golf industry. Both of these players' adjustments to what they did with their clubs it made a huge difference in the golf club industry.
Trying to think of who that would be.
Gene Saracen.
One of them put some solder on the bottom of a club and created a bounce.
Sand iron. There you go.
And he did that.
You know what made him think of that?
Who is that?
Gene Saracen.
Okay.
He went for a ride with Howard Hughes in a plane the day before, And he was saying, doggone, I got something made out of steel that glides over air. Why can't I make a golf club glide over grass?
Skip like a stone.
Wow.
The other one,
And if you think of how the bounce on the bottom of your sand wedge it is, how it's got the camber to it, it is kind of similar to the bottom of an airplane wing.
and the other player who was a U.S. Open champion, more in my era, and everybody now, almost everybody has the club that he made.
I'm going to guess Ray Floyd in a 5-wood.
No, not bad though. I don't know. Tom Kite in the 60 degree. Tom,
and 4 wedges.
yeah,
Yep.
Tom wanted to have a full swing and hit it at the shorter distance, so he made a 60. So he didn't have to swing back. He can just swing away at it and have it go a lot shorter and higher distance. Now it's commonplace.
Yeah.
So those guys.
I'd almost add Floyd to that because I remember when he won the Masters with that 5-wood, and he birdied every dang hole, and nobody had 5-woods back in those days, and I sold up potload of them.
That's
the next
huge.
couple of weeks.
I did not know that. That's huge because they were standard. Then became the standard set 1-3-5. Remember, it was everybody.
Yeah.
Was
it
the
used to be
standard.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So.
Yep. So we got to take our break, David, and thank you for joining us here. And you guys want to get a hold of Mr. Schmandel? It's 805-598-9993. 805-598-9993. By the way, What Is Your Golfing Nickname is now up on Facebook. It's up on our Instagram. So you find it Golf Talk Radio, Mike and Bill. You'll find it somewhere.
Dave should be super
Well,
clever.
if I'm going to be double bogey, I need to start putting better.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Dave, so
Thanks,
much.
Dave.
Okay, guys.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, we got to work on this reverb thing. I'm still getting it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Thanks,
Hey,
David.
guys, have a great week.
You too, buddy.
All right,
Cheers, Dave.
Thank you.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that echo in the ear is really frustrating.
It's really weird. Yep. We'll be right back, guys. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, brought to you by Slick Sticks, your key to better golf. 805-598-9993. That's 805-598-9993. We come back, we'll have Mr. Jim Venetos on, Golf Academy instructor. You guys stay with us right here on Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy on the Golf Talk Radio Network.